Any other question? Any question on the ideas?
I want to know, is the carrier responsible or is the carrier supposed to check what that is in the package for
No, it's because its agent is there.
So in the case, example, like the case is like the sector back the agent or
okay, so this one, if it is by air, unfortunately, the agent is supposed to check and correct, because it tells you how ignorant, okay, the shipper is. And also, you see, if that box had come from US, we should talk to Ghana, would you have rejected?
No.
So it tells you the location, the people involved, the country, and then the circumstances. You get the point? You see, Italy might have obviously one, language issue, okay, and then two, they are regulatory agencies. That's why FDA came to port. That's why some authorities in the port. Earlier on, they were not in the port. All those jobs were done by customs. Customs perform revenue and non-revenue functions. Okay, revenue take taxes. Non-revenue is to check for wholesomeness, okay, standards, all of that. So they were not coming. But when they realized that customs was not doing that well, that's what they came. And so they are there to check all of these things. And obviously you can't do anything about it. So this blank space is where I'm going to take you to Ghana Airport. I sent it to insert, but I think it is not done. So we'll move on to the next item. Then the next time we meet, we'll do Ghana Airport to add to the regulatory bodies in air transport, and then we'll finish that side. Okay? Okay. Any question? Any question? Yes. So I think the last time somebody asked, he said his expectation is to know which airports we have, how many airports do we have, and then how they operate. I remember somebody asked this question as to his or her expectation, and we've gotten into that, and it's been couched under geography. I want us to do a little brainstorming. If any of you did geography in school. So what is geography? Yes. Yes, someone tell us. Oh, talk. You've not heard about it before? Yeah. Yeah, so what is it? What? I heard what is it? You see, we can't do transportation without going through geography, and especially air transport, you cannot go without it. So what comes to mind when you hear geography? Yes.
Maps of countries.
What?
The maps of countries.
Maps of countries. Okay. What else? Locations. What else? Weather conditions. What? Topology. Study of the earth. Okay. Politics. Okay. Political situations of countries. Okay. Okay. So the idea has to do with a nation, its position, its location, and all that surrounds it, right? Including vegetation. Okay, so if you come to Ghana, is Ghana a land of vegetation? Is it of forestry? Is it of mining? Is it of so honestly, we are living on the land. We are living on the land with the atmosphere covering us, and so anything that has to do with it, geography has captured it. And so that's why you see the local airports. So this one is taking us into the types of airports we have. So we have local airports, international airports, regional airports. Now the local airports, you know, is the one you have Tema, Kumasi, Accra, Kumasi, Tamale, Takrady, whereas Bo has been added. So Ghana has how many airports? Local airports? 5. And still, I learned to want to build one at Pampram. Oh, it's working. Oh, it's working. Oh, it's working. So basically, that is it. So this one has shorter runways. It's just describing what's very important. Runways are short. Why? Because planes are not too big to use longer runways. You remember? I don't know if so was it Obama, the aircraft that came was difficult even landing, but the runway was too short. Yeah, a runway is there. Someone's private runway.
Yes.
It's just too short. So if you don't get planes that can fly with short runways, you have to break our wall. Yes. So that is it for you. Then international airports, as the name denotes, airports of nations. Okay? Airports of nations. So they have longer runways, okay? Facilities to accommodate large aircraft commonly used for international and intercontinental travel. And then in that order. In many smaller countries, most airports are international airports. Many international airports also serve as hubs or places where non-direct flights may land and cargoes may switch planes. Okay? International airports often have many airlines represented, and many of these are often foreign. Airports like Dubai airports, they join, obviously, like Ghana is doing. It's the same airport for both local and international, but then they have separated. The local flights are this side, the international ones are this side. The same as Ghana. If you look at them, you see all the smaller ones are parked on the near where you're going to have the chartered aircraft launch for Magdan. That is Terminal 1, Terminal 2. Then the international one goes to Terminal 3. So that is basically how it is done. But now, even in smaller countries, whether you are small or big, and you are open to international air transport, you need to get what? Longer runways. That's the first thing that's the difference between local airports and international. Your runway should be longer.
So what do you mean by runway?
The runway is the road that the plane uses to fly. Okay, so this is look at the number of flights on the screen. That's the flight routes. All of them are moving at the same time. They are moving at the same time. So if you look at where you could see some portions are very deep. It means those are the busiest airports. Is that clear? Some portions are lighter. So if you look at South America, planes, compare that to US. Oh, Ghana, it's a joke. Compare that to Europe. Look at where you see Britain, Germany, France, Poland, Sweden, all those areas, they fly like taxis. But the place is always very busy. Look at this one too. Okay, this is a major ex-Europe Middle East. So from Europe coming to that is Dubai. You don't have any pointers here unless I sign this. That is Dubai. Okay, then it goes to Russia, China down there, Australia. So it tells you how planes, air transport is done. Okay, as I said, there are so many planes flying every minute, and they are all moving across the same globe of the earth. Okay, even now with COVID, it has gone down. But before COVID, it was hectic. That is why there's always constant. And you see, the moment each line is moving, there's communication straight to the control room. People are monitoring the routes and giving instructions. That's why there are only 2 pilots and even another co-pilot, depending upon the largeness of the aircraft. So you communicate with your office, the control room. They tell you, okay, there's this object, there's this, that. Because plane can go, for example, the Emirates 737 of 380 passengers goes from here to Dubai, the highest speed is 562 kilometers per hour. So from Elubo to Accra is done within 1 hour by air. So you can imagine the speed. And the things ahead of you, okay, the radar will pick it for you. But those at control room with satellites can read on the route and give you notification. Again, they monitor all the. If you look at, have you seen the top there? Look at the colors on the top. What does it mean? That's the polar regions. It's the place is very cold, ice. If you come to Africa, which is tropical, we have so many winds blowing left and right. So they check all this and communicate with the aircraft so that it can move smoothly. So they try to swerve winds. So you be in the plane, you see the plane has taken some quick turn, or it has fallen. Something comes to 1,000 feet, it will come down. It is swerving wind. This is how communications are done with the control room, with the pilots. Now, last 3 years, they were trying to use robots to pilot instead of human beings. Yeah, so there's a program coming up in the next 10 years. It's happened because if you heard about, there was a crash in Germany where the pilots just moved from the airport straight to the mountain. So believe that the guy had an issues at home, either mentally. And so they think that when human being is triggered mentally, can cause havoc. But robots will never get mental.